for this institution to be hosting the SEC outdoors, and you get to compete at home and everything that you're chasing this week?
Oh, I am so excited. I'm excited because I'm comfortable. I don't have to compete after traveling for hours. And I know the best restaurants. I know I have a grocery store right down the street, and I know it's fun not having to sleep in a hotel. I get to sleep with my puppy. You know what I mean? It's a level of comfort that and it's less anxiety, it's less pressure, and so I'm excited to be in front of a home crowd. It's gonna be great, and I love all track, so it's gonna be fun.
For any kind of track novices, what advantages to running on your home track is there? How familiar? What are those things that you're familiar with that help you being at home?
So for my event specifically, the heptathlon, it's amazing to have a home advantage, only because every apron is different. Apron for high jump, and every runway is different, and so some are more bouncy than others, and so you have to change your rhythm a little bit, and some are just really fast, and so you might have to really slow it down. And now that I know our track, and it might take my competitors a little longer to figure it out, but I think for me that is the most advantage. A track is a track, but sometimes the field events, it's a little more specific, and you kind of have to feel it out a couple times, and I felt it out a couple of years now, so yeah.
With the familiarity that comes with being at home, is there any difference in preparation for you when it comes to thinking about this weekend?
Not necessarily, but not physically, mentally, yes. I don't want to get too comfortable because I am sleeping in my own bed. I am a 5 minutes walk from home. I don't want to lose the sense of it's a competition. I want to, so that is really the only thing I can think of. It's the last pep that I did. I went to bed the night before. I was just I do have a competition the next day, because I'm in my bed, I'm in my PJs, and my dog's sitting right there, and I'm watching TV, and I didn't have that, we're in a hotel, it's meet day, because, but it's just a matter of staying in competition mode.
What's the mindset of the quote unquote? Well, you are the favorite. It's not quote unquote. What's the mindset of the favorite heading into this thing, Tyra?
It's headed into this week. I'm not gonna lie. I was a wreck, nervous wreck. I was looking in the mirror. I'm oh my gosh, I'm about to throw up. It's SECs. This is a big time for a lot of people. It's Olympic year, and so I lost track of what I was really wanting to do, and which is stick to my technique and trust what I've been doing in practice. I was just focused on the end result. I hope I win. I hope I PR. And that just leads to a whole bunch of anxiety and leads to a whole bunch of what ifs. And so, so my mentality is just focus on what I've been doing and sticking to what I know works. I don't really have a goal. I know once I stick to my techniques, I'm gonna be very happy with my results. So I'm excited to also see everyone. Yes, I love competing with these girls. It's gonna be a fun meet, and the sun is supposed to be shining. So,
Coach said that the other meets are about getting the time you want, and this one's about it being a team event. What is that aspect like as an athlete, and how much of that kind of embodies what college track is about?
It's just funny you said that, because my whole life I was track is individual. It's not about a team. But it wasn't until last year that I realized, no, this is in college. This is very much a team sport, because we are all here for a purpose, and we're all here for a team championship. You know what I mean? And it's all about all of us coming in on the same day and executing. Because even at trials, you can be number one in the world, ranked number one, and then you come to trials and you don't even qualify for the Olympics. It's all about doing it on the same day, and I think that teaches us to practice with intention and do everything intentional, so that you can rely on yourself when you need it most. And so I forgot the question. Where was I going with that?
just
team event.
Just to being a team event.
Yeah. So and it's exciting. It adds a little more spunk, because we're ranked number 3, and so it's just okay. We know what we need to do in order to win this, and it brings us together, and we know what we have to do to win. And for me, starting it off as doing the heptathlon, I always want to bring in the energy that I want to see from the other girls and the other guys, but you know what I mean. And so it's fun, it's cool, and it makes track more than just about. It's not all about you. You know what I mean? Even though that's the culture of the sport, but it brings people together.
How much is this go around as opposed to indoors about just getting that consistent effort across the board from everybody, because y'all are ranked high and do have a shot at it?
I know it's really important because we didn't have our seniors indoors, and now that they're here, I know they wanted even more, and so it's important for us, not just but for them as well. They came back. They had a choice not to, and they did because they want to see our program, our team succeed. And so, you know, it's like I said, it's about bringing all of us coming together, you know, and I think we can do it. I really do. I have so much faith in us. Like, it's not because we have such an amazing group this year, and yeah.
You tired of Arkansas?
I'm kidding. No, listen, they have amazing athletes and they have a large team, but because the fact that we are ranked number 3 with such a small team, I would say, well, smaller than Arkansas, I mean, anything can happen.
Okay.
I mean, once we put it together on the same day, it's anybody's game, really. Like, so I'm not scared of Arkansas, but they could be scared of us if they want.
Could this be the meet that maybe you set that NCAA or you break that NCAA outdoor record? Do you feel it?
Yes. I have been having some crazy dreams that I don't know either NCAA or SECs that I PR'd in almost every single event they have, based on what I need to do to get there. So anything can happen. I mean, I know once I focus on what I have to do, the result could be that and more. So it could be.
All right. Good.
All good.
Good luck to you.